Good morning, America. New cross-country storm. Winter weather advisories from Wisconsin to New Jersey. Blizzard warnings in the Great Lakes as the Northeast digs out from up to a foot of snow, causing air travelers to face thousands of delays and cancellations. And the West digs out from deadly mudslides. At least 50 homes severely damaged in one community alone.
Push for peace. President Trump meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky at Mar-a-Lago. The latest effort to end the war between Kyiv and Moscow. The concessions Ukraine is making, but is it enough to bring Putin to the table?
Urgent search. A 19-year-old Texas teen vanishing on Christmas Eve. The video authorities are looking at, the fears for her safety, and what friends and family are saying about her disappearance.
Breaking overnight, natural gas leak. Part of a major California freeway shut down for hours, causing massive backups. Residents told to shelter in place. The situation this morning.
Grab your popcorn.
We ready?
Spidey swings back. A new Avengers movie is born. And Grogu hits the galaxy. GMA rounds up the movies already building buzz for 2026.
Touchdown!
And must-win weekend. Division titles and playoff seeds at stake. ESPN's Coach Herm Edwards joins us for the NFL's Week 17.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Sunday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Our last Sunday program
Can you believe
before we
it?
all say farewell to 2025. It is so exciting. So we can start our countdown to New Year's today. Just ahead, an up-close look at the 12,000-pound crystal sphere that is front and center in the annual Times Square celebration.
And I love all of the new lighting they have on that bar. Really exciting stuff. Also ahead here, Russia's latest punishing attacks on Kyiv as Ukraine's president prepares to meet in Florida with President Trump today.
But we do begin with another storm coming just as millions of Americans are still digging out from the snow that caused thousands of flight delays. Let's start with meteorologist Leslie Lopez from our Los Angeles station KABC joining us here in New York with the new threat we're tracking now. Leslie, good morning.
Good morning. I know if you're out towards Nebraska, Dakotas, if you're out towards Minnesota, getting into the Great Lakes, I mean, this is what we're looking at, a wintry weather mix. And yes, if you're not under a winter storm warning or advisory, you might be under a blizzard warning. This is out towards Marquette, over into Fargo, down to Mason City. That's where we could see some blizzard conditions. We also have some high winds down to the southern portion of it looks like the Great Lakes. High wind warnings here anywhere from Michigan to Detroit, but also some rain. We have some wet weather moving through the Buffalo area. So this weather is going to be continuing forward. The timing of this today through tomorrow and maybe even lake effect snow by the time we head into Tuesday, and an icy mix for the Northeast. So a lot going on. We want you to be careful and safe. We're going to send it back over your way.
All right, Leslie, we'll check back in just a bit. Airlines, meantime, are working to get their schedules back to normal following the storm that caused thousands of delays and cancellations and made a mess on the roads. ABC's Morgan Norwood is here tracking the latest on that. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. You know, I was out in it yesterday. It was a real mess, and we're still dealing with the effects today. This storm is still running the show, even though it's long gone now. But icy roads, jammed airports are slowing post-holiday travel, while out west, we have communities just beginning to recover from flooding and mudslides, and they're already watching the next system move in.
This morning, that powerful winter storm that dropped heavy snow and ice over the Northeast, still wreaking havoc on post-holiday travel. Snow blanketing cities, plow trucks in overdrive. New York City picking up at least 4 inches, 7 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and upstate in Hartwick, New York, nearly a foot. Much of that snow freezing overnight, creating dangerous black ice for drivers. This system bringing air travel to a slow crawl. At least 11,000 delays and cancellations yesterday, most of them in and out of the Northeast. At JFK and Logan Airport, long lines, passengers swarming the gates waiting for updates, some for hours. And while the Northeast is digging out from snow and ice, a very different cleanup underway out west following days of rain, flooding, and mudslides. Towns like Lytle Creek and Wrightwood hit hard with up to 15 inches of rain. Fire crews going door to door to assess damage. At least 50 homes hard hit in Wrightwood.
We kind of knew it had happened, but we didn't know how bad. And so this is the first time I'm seeing it in the daylight.
and certainly thinking about those folks out west. Now let's talk about what happened here. As a reminder, if you were one of the thousands of passengers canceled or rebooked yesterday during that storm, of course you want to check with your airline before heading out and give yourself some extra time, especially if you're driving a few slick spots. I spotted myself on the morning, on the way in this morning.
Especially when it's still been so cold. Morgan, thank you. Now to the high-stakes meeting scheduled to take place just hours from now between President Trump and Ukraine's President Zelensky, who is offering new concessions to end the war with Russia. ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in Florida, where that meeting is being held later today. Good morning, Selena.
Yeah, Janae, good morning to you. And this could be a big moment for Ukraine. In just a few hours, President Trump will be hosting Ukraine's President Zelensky here in Florida at Trump's Mar-a-Lago club. And Zelensky's goal here is clear. He wants stronger U.S. security guarantees to ensure that Vladimir Putin cannot invade Ukraine again.
This morning, President Trump is hosting Ukrainian President Zelensky at Mar-a-Lago in Florida, the latest push to end the nearly 4-year war with Russia. Just hours before, explosions rocking Kyiv, killing at least 2, wounding dozens more. Ukraine's capital hit by one of the heaviest Russian attacks in months, leaving hundreds without power and families freezing.
This attack is, again, Russia's answer on our peace efforts, and it's really shows that Putin doesn't want peace, and we want peace.
Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law Jared Kushner have spent weeks negotiating with both sides ahead of this high-stakes meeting. The Ukrainian leader is pushing for stronger U.S. security guarantees as part of a 20-point peace plan. And he's offering the idea of a demilitarized buffer zone in the Donbas region in eastern Ukraine, territory Vladimir Putin has long sought to control. Zelensky striking a positive tone, saying the peace agreement is 90% ready. But Trump tells Politico that Zelensky, quote, doesn't have anything until I approve it. And as Russia's massive assaults continue, Putin is showing no signs he's ready for compromise, warning that if Ukraine rejects peace talks, Russia will press on with its military campaign.
And President Trump will also be hosting Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu here in Florida at his Mar-a-Lago club in the coming days. Now, the agenda is expected to be wide-ranging with the focus on how to advance the fragile Israel-Hamas ceasefire into the next phase. Iran's nuclear activities also expected to be front and center of those discussions. Gio.
A very important meeting ahead. Selena Wang, thank you so much for your reporting. Let's go ahead and bring in ABC News Chief Washington correspondent Jonathan Karl, who's going to be hosting This Week later this morning here on ABC. John, it is good to see you. On the campaign trail last year, President Trump said that he's going to end the war within 24 hours of taking office. It's been almost a year now. What's at stake for Trump with this latest push for peace in Ukraine?
Well, that certainly didn't happen, Gio. The president has put a lot of effort into this. Obviously, he had a summit meeting in Alaska with Putin. He's had several meetings with Zelensky. This just the latest. But this, as Zelensky seems to be offering some serious concessions, including, as you heard Selena mention, ceding some territory, not directly to Russia, but as a demilitarized zone, territory that Ukraine currently controls. Significantly, though, he's also saying that he wants Putin to cede some territory that he has captured through war. So this is a very critical juncture. I thought it was interesting that in the interview with Politico just over the last couple of days, you heard President Trump say that Zelensky, quote, doesn't have anything until I approve it. He is very much taking ownership over this process. We'll see if he's any more successful this time.
Yeah, we will see indeed. Meanwhile, John, you also sat down exclusively with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She's leaving Congress after almost 4 decades. You're going to have that interview later on This Week.
Yeah, this was quite a conversation, a real kind of exit interview for Nancy Pelosi. Obviously, she's leaving at the end of next year. We talked about her, the scope of her career in Washington, and some of a look back at some of those critical moments, really defining, iconic moments of her career in terms of her confrontations with Donald Trump. And she had some interesting advice for the next Speaker of the House, if Democrats win back the House, how the next Speaker of the House should deal with Trump.
Okay, and you know we will be watching. John Carl, thank you so much as always. And tune into This Week later this morning on ABC for more on John's exclusive interview with House Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi. Plus, John speaks with Representative Mike Turner about that high-stakes meeting between Presidents Trump and Zelensky today.
Gio, now to the urgent search for a 19-year-old Texas woman. Authorities believe she was last seen leaving her home on Christmas Eve. Her family is now speaking out about her disappearance. ABC's Jacqueline Lee joins us with the latest. Jacqueline, good morning.
Whit, good morning. The search has been nonstop. Dozens of friends and family gathering each morning since Christmas Eve, fanning out across the San Antonio area, perplexed as to where Camila Almos could be. This morning, the desperate search for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Almos. Authorities in Texas issuing a missing person alert. The teenager last seen just before 7 a.m. the morning of Christmas Eve on a neighbor's home security camera. The Bexar County Sheriff says this person here is believed to be Almos, leaving her San Antonio home and searching inside her car for an item. Moments later, the footage ends. Officials believe the teen then left on foot with just her car keys, leaving the car and her phone behind, something her friends say is not like her.
It's been very out of the normal.
It's not like her. She's always been the one to always stalk on us and like, why aren't you doing this?
To make sure that her phone's always charged.
The sheriff's office telling us they have conducted multiple searches using drones, search and rescue personnel, and even cadaver dogs. Almos was last seen wearing a black hoodie, baby blue pajama bottoms, and white shoes. Sheriff Javier Salazar saying cases like Camila are precisely why we are continuing to expand our missing persons unit. Our goal is always to reunite families as quickly as possible. Her mother telling officials that her daughter normally goes for a morning walk, but when she did not return within a reasonable period of time, she knew something was wrong. We love her. We miss her. We just want her back. The sheriff saying they will continue working around the clock to develop leads, and Camila's family saying they won't give up. Janae.
And we are hoping that they get answers soon. Our thanks to you, Jacqueline. Now to the breaking news overnight. A major freeway north of Los Angeles reopening after a natural gas leak, but not before causing a huge backup for hours, with residents in the area told to shelter in place.
Overnight, a gas leak in California forcing a major freeway to shut down, causing traffic and concerns for commuters.
We smelled gas as soon as we got into Santa Clarita coming from Fillmore area.
Video showing the gas violently bursting into the air, kicking up debris and visible from miles away. Authorities shutting down the freeway, worried over the possible cause of the leak.
We didn't know we had a potential of a major explosion. That's when we've shut down all freeways in the immediate area.
Traffic backed up as far as the eye could see. Some drivers stuck on the road for more than 3 hours.
People are aggravated for sure.
Been in line for like an hour and 30 minutes already.
Oh my
Just
God.
backed up, I don't know where to go.
The immediate area receiving a shelter-in-place order that's since been lifted. The freeway reopening shortly before 9 p.m. Saturday. The smell of gas subsiding by nightfall. Officials eventually finding and stopping the source of the leak, confirming that no explosion had occurred and declaring the area safe.
Our hazmat team has actually tested the area and the surrounding area. They're doing more tests at the site just to make sure, but right now they got 1 part per million. In other words, we're safe.
So while the source of the leak was found, it's not quite clear yet what caused the pipe to rupture.
Frightening scene there for sure. Now to our countdown to New Year's Eve. 3 days till that crystal ball drops atop Times Square, with millions of people tuning in to watch the big moment. ABC's Ika Jachi is here. You got some details about what makes this year such a special celebration, right?
Yes, that's right. Can you believe we're already almost here?
Here we go.
It's exciting. The famous Times Square Ball is officially ready for its big night. Crews just finished installing the final Waterford crystal atop Times Square. And this year's design is called the Constellation Ball, a dazzling sphere covered in 5,280 Waterford crystals and LED light pucks. It's the largest New Year's Eve ball ever, coming in at 12.5 feet across and weighing more than 12,000 pounds. Now, it's also the 9th version of the iconic ball since the tradition began back in 1907. And it marks the 2nd year of Waterford's Infinite Edition series, this year symbolizing infinite life, infinite liberty, and infinite happiness. And as we mentioned earlier in the week, the celebration also kicks off America's 250th anniversary a few minutes after midnight countdown at around 12:04 a.m. Eastern. There'll be a second surprise celebration. I guess it's not a surprise anymore, but now the ball
ruined it.
I kind of ruined it for everybody. Now the ball, it's going to glow again in red, white, and blue, rising above that 2026 numerals to launch the semi-quincentennial year. Ooh. GMA now has a new partnership between the Times Square New Year's organizers and America 250, and last year's crowd topped 1 million people, and this year's milestone moment promised to be one for the literal history books. Now, don't miss New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest live December 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and streaming next day on Hulu. You guys ready for the new year?
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
ready.
Yeah. Let's do it. Such a good show.
I won't be in Times Square, but I'm ready.
You know what's really cool? Tommy got to visit the ball last week, and they gave him one of the Waterford crystals, so we have one at home now.
Oh, that's really cool.
Lucky you.
I know. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. This morning, we are remembering a movie legend. French actress Brigitte Bardot, one of the greatest screen sirens of the 20th century, has died. Bardot exploded onto the international movie scene in And God Created Man, directed by her husband at the time, Roger Vadim, and starred in nearly 50 other films. She later turned away from her Hollywood career to become a fierce animal rights activist. Bardot was 91 years old. What a legend.
Yeah.
All right.
Now to a look back and a look ahead in the world of entertainment, the blockbuster movies and TV shows that had us glued to the seats, and what to look forward to in the coming year. ABC's Will Gans looking into all of this for us. Will, what do you got?
Glued to the seats in some cases, in other cases standing up and dancing, you know, depending on what it was. The Hollywood Reporter is calling this a very merry year for Disney, which has just hit $6 billion with a B dollars at the global box office. That's a feat that hasn't been accomplished by any studio since before the pandemic. This weekend, Avatar: Fire and Ash helped seal that deal, but it has been a huge year for movies from Disney and beyond.
Here we go, here we go! When it comes to the box office, 2025 was, well, a zoo.
No pictures, please.
Zootopia 2 making history at the box office.
There's a snake!
Becoming the fastest PG-rated film to cross the $1 billion mark globally.
Could you show me that clip again?
And it was an out-of-this-world year for blue aliens, including the ones from Pandora. I am the fire! With Avatar: Fire and Ash already crossing the $500 million mark at the global box office.
What does that always say?
Sully stick together.
No, the other one.
Sully's never quits.
That's right. Sully's never quit.
Once I put this on, I'm an avatar. Ta-da! I'm ready to be motion captured.
Our Ginger Z teaming up with director James Cameron.
No pressure, just James Cameron. He's gonna direct me, it's fine.
Yeah. See how that movie magic comes to life.
Tell him what you told me.
I look pretty good in blue.
Yeah, cut. Great. One take wonder.
I'll take it.
From one take to seeing double.
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
Sinners, starring two Michael B. Jordans, became the highest-grossing original horror film in U.S. history. Meanwhile, on the small screen, we solved Only Murders in the Building.
Very little I won't do. A musical about 9/11, took that call.
But we couldn't solve Team Conrad versus Team Jeremiah.
This is the way it's supposed to be.
Team Alex or Team Robert.
Robert and Whitney!
But we're all united in the anticipation for 2026 and the big return of Steve Rogers. Next December, Captain America and his baby star in Avengers Doomsday. The first teaser racking up a marvelous 13 million views within its first few days of release. But first,
We ready?
Spidey himself hits the big screen in Spider-Man Brand New Day this summer, just 1 month after Buzz and Woody's new nemesis.
Hi there, I'm Lilypad.
And bring your own snacks to this one. The Mandalorian and Grogu blasts into theaters in May. And Miranda for spring, groundbreaking.
Miranda? Took you long enough.
Oh, yeah, the dance moves are already happening at the desk here. I, of course, speaking of dance moves, have to mention Taylor Swift and her docuseries. Searches for End of an Era spiking more than 1,000% on TikTok this week as the Grammy winner revealed the final secret she's been keeping about the Eras tour. And if you haven't watched yet, I don't know where you've been, but you still can. Get your friendship bracelets out and catch all 6 episodes of the End of an Era docuseries streaming now on Disney+.
Yeah, I'm excited about The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Grogu.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
You and I will be, yes.
Can't
I was
wait.
going to say front row, but in a movie theater, you don't want to be front row.
No,
We'll be like a nice
Center row,
H.
yeah.
Not the back row either. That's
Exactly.
something else.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Will. Appreciate it. And for more of a look back at 2025, Robin Roberts.
Is that where you like to sit in movie theaters? What's going on?
He doesn't.
I no longer sit in the back row.
No.
I promise.
No longer.
She anchors the 15th annual primetime special of the year, looking back at major news, pop culture, and entertainment moments. You can watch it tomorrow, December 29th, 8 Eastern, right here on ABC.
But when you used to sit there, what did you do? All right.
Just ate some popcorn.
Still ahead here on
Sour Patch
GMA. NFL Week 17, our look ahead to all the big games, including the Bills and Eagles, as Buffalo QB Josh Allen tries to do what he's never done before, beat Philadelphia. Welcome back to GMA as we start this half hour with crucial games left to play in the NFL, playoff implications all over the schedule. And joining us with his take on it all is ESPN football analyst and our very favorite, Herm Edwards. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Coach, over in the NFC, Witt's 49ers and the Bears, they're both 11-4 playing for playoff seeding. So what's the key matchup that this game will be decided by?
It's McCaffrey, your favorite player. And if I'd have told you this, catching the ball and running the ball, he's going to have 2,000 yards by the end of the season. I'll say it again, 2,000 yards total, catching the ball as a receiver and running the ball as a running back. He is the guy that stirs the offense. You just give it to him either way, and he scores touchdowns and he makes the offense happen.
Love that analysis. All right, let's go to the East Coast here. Quarterback Josh Allen has never beaten the Eagles in his career. How do you see today's matchup between Buffalo and Philadelphia going?
Well, this is one where defenses have to be aware of both these quarterbacks and the fact that they're going to extend the play. In other words, they have recess. They get the ball, the quarterback, and they decide to go back and throw, and then they say, you know what, I'm not going to throw this time. I'm going to go ahead and run. This is one of the guys the Eagles have to stop is Cooks. But when you think about Josh Allen, the unannounced play, the play that you don't practice against, that's the problem with Josh Allen. This is why he wears the cape. They call him Superman.
All right, so now let's take a look at who's with her.
Yeah, let's take a look.
You should have just seen how big the smile was on Gio's face when he just looked at me. With the 49ers win on Monday, Witt has 6, Coach and I have 10. Gio somehow, we don't quite know,
right.
but he's got 11.
What do you mean you don't know?
Just guessing, got you there. On Monday, it's the Rams versus the Falcons.
I already know.
Coach, who do you have?
Oh, I'm taking Matthew Stafford in the Rams. There's no question about that.
Okay, Gio's nodding along. Oh, that's who you picked?
The stakes are higher for the Rams. They got to do it.
Wait.
Their record is better.
Excuse us?
Yeah.
Oh, look at.
I don't mess around. How do you think I got to 11?
He
All right,
worked the
sports
Google
bro.
on the internet machine.
Who are you going with?
I'm definitely going with the Rams. I let Stafford. I've got Puka Nacua on my fantasy team, both of them. So let's go Rams. Ram it, as they say in LA.
And I'm going with the Rams because Coach is, and because I can't let Gio get away with another point. So thank you so much, Coach. We appreciate you.
Thank
and
you, guys.
can watch
Appreciate you.
the Rams versus the Falcons Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
All right, it's the group chat. And here on GMA's last weekend show of 2025, we're thinking ahead to the new year and how to move forward. And I've got some New Year's resolutions I'd like to share. I know that you too as well. We always talk about it needing to be something specific. And I'm always with a very specific goal. This year, my goal is actually to master all the things that I am working on. And just sitting in that and being present in that instead of always seeking something new.
Yeah.
I love that. Similarly, the idea of being present and just trying to be more mindful of time. So journaling, and taking note of one thing in the morning and one thing in the evening that sort of sets your day apart, because time runs together when your days start to all look the same.
Absolutely.
So trying to find those individual markers to keep me present and mindful of the day.
Love that.
I love that.
And picking up on the specifics that we've been talking about,
Yeah.
so I want to improve my sleep in the new year, but I'm specifically going to get into bed 30 minutes to an hour earlier every night. That's my plan.
I love that.
I'm going to read, I'm going to be more consistent about reading my book before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to check my phone for the last time before I get into bed. When I'm
That's
in bed,
good.
phone's off to the side, because you know how once you check it in bed, then
You're
you get
just on
distracted, you get sucked into work and emails and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then the wheels start turning again. So that's my plan.
I love that. And a book will always really get
Yes,
you
Soothe
absolutely.
you,
right.
get ready
I
for
love
bed.
it.
Love
Guys,
that.
Those are pretty good.
They
All
are
right.
good.
Good. Let's go 2026.
You got it. We got
Hey,
this.
Go
hey,
2026.
Everybody.
Hey, high five. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be right back still in 2025.
We'll be better at that, too, next year.
Oh, don't get quiet now, guys. As we wrap up another incredible year, we want to take a moment to recognize the countless people behind the scenes, including those not right here, everyone here too, that make this show possible every single morning.
Absolutely. Your dedication, creativity, hard work are truly the heartbeat of what we do here, and we truly couldn't do any of it without you.
So from all of us to all of you, thank you. And here's to a bright and happy new year.